Hey guys, welcome to Yanisha's 3 Cents. In today's video, I got some tea for you all today. And we're going to start off with a little quiz that 78% of Americans will pass. It's just 4 yes or no questions. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, do you run out of money before payday? Are you carrying a large credit card balance from month to month? Do you overdraft your checking account often? And finally, do you have to work overtime to cover your monthly expenses? So if you answered yes to 2 or more of those questions, you are most likely living paycheck to paycheck. And don't feel bad because most Americans are too. Career Builder found that 78% of US workers are living paycheck to paycheck. And it's not entirely your fault because wages have been stagnant for the past 10 years. More than half of minimum wage workers work more than one job just to make ends meet. Even college graduates are affected by this. Wages for college grads have been falling since the year 2000. On top of this, the cost of living is increasing and student loans basically run the world. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, yes, girl, we know, but I just need to get this bonus. I just need to make X amount of dollars and then I'm gonna be feeling and living better. And that might not be the solution because the Nielsen study found that 1 in 4 people that make over $100,000 per year are still living paycheck to paycheck. So as you can see, there are a lot of things against you, and that's still not why you won't be rich. I promise it's not. Despite all of those things, you still can be rich. But you do have to start somewhere and you have to do one thing, and that is create a plan for your money, a financial roadmap, a money list, a budget. That's not all there is to wealth, obviously, but it's definitely where you start. The rich and affluent do this. Oprah, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, you know what they all have in common? Aside from $1 billion, they all have an accountant and a wealth advisor who interpret their financial data and advise them on how to spend their money. If they're out here managing their money, sis, why aren't you? Do you know something that they don't know? Because I want to know, like, what's the tea? No, but I have this tweet that I really can't get out my mind because it really disappointed me. If I could find the tweet, I'll put it here on the screen. But the general consensus, the person was saying something like, I don't want to budget. I just want to have enough money to spend. And everybody was replying to the tweet and they were word, just agreeing basically. And it made me kind of sad and upset because people really think that budgets are restricting when they're not. They're the total opposite. Budgets allow you to have financial freedom. You can still spend however you want. It's just now you know exactly where your money is going. So the most common consequences of not budgeting is, out of control spending, insufficient savings and investments, unnecessary debt, and overall financial stress. 62% of people who have a budget report feeling more confident and just in control and capable of reaching their larger money goals. Don't you want to feel more confident? The odds are against you, yes, but you're definitely more than capable of building substantial wealth. And I know budgeting can be kind of intimidating. Those spreadsheets are just but it's 2021. You don't even need to do that anymore because there are budgeting apps. And my favorite budgeting app that I would normally recommend in the past was Clarity Money, but apparently they're closing on March 5th, 2021. So that's a dub. So a very close second is Truebill app. The Truebill app is a budget planner and bill reminder app. After you download the app, it will instruct you to link all of your bank accounts to the app so that you can manage your finances and just get a general idea of where you stand, which I think is cool because we all have different bank accounts, credit cards, and I think it's nice that you can just use an app and it'll just manage all of those things for you. After you get a general understanding, you can create a plan. This is when you kind of create that financial roadmap. So how much do you want to spend on groceries, bills, makeup? How much do you want to save and invest? And it's easy to do with an app like this because it summarizes your monthly spending. So you can kind of look and see your spending in the past in order to create a realistic goal for your money in the future. When we create budgets, I feel like we all have the tendency to just try to implement these drastic changes that aren't realistic. So for example, when creating a budget, you might be all right, bet I only want to spend $50 on dining out for the entire month. And if you look at your previous expenses, you see that you spend $500 to $600 on eating out. To go from $600 to $50 is just kind of crazy. If it's absolutely necessary, like if you really need to pay down some debt, if you really need to put some money aside, sure, by all means do that. But budgeting is a lifestyle. So like, no, you probably shouldn't spend $600 on eating out, but maybe reduce it to like $150 to $200. Find your own sweet spot. Just don't automatically try to cancel those things out and stop doing the things you enjoy, because I find that that's when people tend to kind of stray from their budget. I also really like this app because of the bill tracking feature. The app will predict your next bill, which is really beneficial, especially if you are a beginner. And the beginning of everybody's financial journey, like you're just aware that you pay bills like during certain times of the month. And this app lets you know that. And this app lets you know ahead of time when your bills are due. So you'll get like an incoming notification saying that, your electric bill is due in 5 days, or your Netflix bill is due at the end of the week. And I just think that's a really nice feature to help you kind of mentally prepare for the bills that you're paying, and just kind of help you memorize your fixed expenses. So overall, really cool budgeting app for everyone. I'm going to put it here on the screen again. So it'll help you lower your bills, start saving, manage your spending, subscriptions, and track your budgets all just in one place. I use the free version. I know that they do have a premium version, but I don't know if I would recommend it just because I haven't used it, but I also just don't know how I feel about paying an app to manage my money. That's just something you could kind of do for free, but that's just me. That's my opinion. Feel free to do as you please. So a quick bonus before we wrap up this video, another resource or tool that I use is I turn on text notification for my online banking apps. So I receive a text every single time I swipe my card. And this is just a cool way to manage your expenses as well, because it shows you how much that you're spending on a daily basis. And I know sometimes like when I'm swiping my card too much, I'm like, all right, Yanisha, like I gotta chill. So it can also help you manage your spending in that way. But again, like I think it's just a cool resource to track your spending. And it also helps track fraudulent spending on your account that your bank might not catch for you. A few months ago, someone was actually using my card for Uber, and I was able to catch it because of these notifications. So that's just a quick tip. Alrighty, so the odds are against you, yes, but I truly believe that you have the ability to gain wealth and become rich. They didn't teach us this in school, and that's all right because you all have me, and we're gonna do this wealth thing together. And if you like videos like this, please make sure to subscribe and like. I'll see you all in my next video.